Hello, everybody. Tonight you're watching Mom's Talking Shit podcast. We're recapping the latest episode of Married at First Sight, Season 12, Episode 14, Expected a Little Better.
I expected a lot better, but it's dragging on. Let us know what happened. But before you do, everyone, please like and subscribe to our channel. If you are watching us on Insta, please follow us on Instagram. Thank you. Okay. Do it, girl.
All right. Let's start off with Chris and Paige because we didn't get to see them this week.
Next.
All right. We're going to go on over to Clara and Ryan. Do you want to break them down?
Clara and Ryan had a convo about what they wanted to tell their younger self or their future self. And Ryan, Clara's speech was basically to Ryan. Did you get that?
Every time something has to do, like, here, how do you train your dog? She relates it on a message in what she's really trying to say to Ryan. She tells him, she gives him subliminal messages, and he's still not giving it up, even though he wants to get it another way every night.
I think she should just stop giving it like we discussed. But then he talks to his childhood self and says that he loves himself. He does not regret his childhood. He wished that he would have just, stuck through things that were hard, and that was it. She was like,
but he stuck to the task.
He just didn't want, she didn't get what she wanted to hear, and she never has yet.
No, not at all. He's not going to say I love you, and he's not going to give her the D.
Absolutely. So let's just move past them.
All right. Let's move on over to Vincent and Brianna.
This episode, I feel like, they were telling each other about what they wanted and everything. And he was getting excited because she was talking about the kids and houses and things like that she wanted to have. Like, he was really getting giddy. And then she said, in a few years. And then he got that look on his face he just gets that look like he's always pissed at her.
Mm-hmm. I feel like she has to walk on eggshells around him.
Yeah.
She was definitely coming around to the idea of burying their children. Mm-hmm. It just says she's scared, and that's understandable. And it also is understandable, I think, to wait a few years. They just met each other. It's not like he's been courting her very long.
Did I hear he's a car salesman? Did he say that?
I believe so.
Oh. I just
not a salesperson, but I think maybe one of the people who buy and sell the cars to other dealerships, a broker.
Okay, like a wholesaler?
I think so.
Okay. So maybe that's why him and Chris hang out. Because Chris is like a finance guy at a dealership. I don't know.
Do they hang out?
I don't know. They were on Insta a lot.
Oh, really?
I've seen them.
I had no idea.
Mm-hmm. And he was like, follow my man, Vincent. Mm-hmm. Okay. I was like, ew, Vincent keeps bad company.
Yes, that's
I don't like
true.
That. Makes
that's
me look
a little
bad
sketchy.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I don't know. Right. I don't get the warm feelings from them. I don't know what it is. There's just something that just doesn't feel right. But I think they end up making it. But it's just, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to last, as you usually say about Eric and Virginia, who are still having the same argument that she wants to be able to go out and do what she wants with whoever she wants, whenever she wants, come home whenever she wants. And he wants her to be more chill.
I mean, what do you think about her trying to redefine the marriage? She's like, I know what you think marriage is supposed to be. Because he's like, look, I think there are certain guidelines that a marriage is. And you just go by, these things. And I agree to a certain extent. Like, you don't go sleep on your guy friend's floors. And you don't crash here and there. Like, it's just, you grow the fuck up. Like,
I don't know why she can't get over that. Or if it's just the fact that she doesn't like to be told no.
Or that.
Maybe if he was just say, okay, all right.
You want to say something about it?
Let's say that there's a hurricane and you've had a drink and you don't want to drive through the hurricane and you crash on the couch and a couple of your friends. Yeah, hypothetically. Okay, fine. Maybe she'd be like, okay, and move on. But I don't think that it's the case. So
I don't think that Eric should back down either. I don't think that he should let her redefine marriage. I think that if it's not his definition of marriage, then he should go his separate way and find somebody that's more suitable for him.
I agree. I'm
Yeah.
tired of Virginia's pettiness, so
Told
let's
you.
get it over. I
Thank goodness
know.
you're turning it around.
It is.
Okay.
She's starting to bother me. But people are saying that Eric's controlling. I disagree. I think he's caring. I don't think he's controlling. I don't think the things that he's asking for is too much.
I don't
Do you
think, to
think
a
he's
certain
controlling?
extent, some things, he might come off. I can see where he's coming off as controlling, trying to be the dog's baby daddy and stuff, and trying to take over, all that stuff. But when he just doesn't want her to stay away at night, they're married. I cannot fault him for that.
Agree. All right. Let's slide on over to Haley and Jacob because this couple is very interesting to me.
80s. She hates the 80s so bad. Why is she looking 80s? What's up with them short ass shorts and them little ass halter tops? Excuse my language. God, I'm trying to work on that, guys. Why does she always have that though?
And she does. High waisted. Yeah, waves, everything, her feeling. I totally
She's trying
get
to turn
it.
him on.
And she maybe.
Secretly.
Maybe. I don't know.
So.
I think that's her natural.
Get your heart out, Jake. I know you like 80s. That's what she's doing.
That's it. You know what else she's doing?
What?
She's
not wearing that bracelet. Oh.
No. Tell us about the bracelet.
So, first off, they're supposed to give each other presents in the beginning. And, while he purchased the $800, necklace that he keeps throwing up. Sorry, bracelet.
It was an infinity bracelet.
She thought it was a necklace.
Correct.
Because it looked like it did look like
in a box. It could be wrapped up or something.
Yeah, I get that. In a little box it was like in there. Anyway, so he keeps throwing up in her face that, you never even brought it to the house. You never even wore it. It cost $800. You bought me a $20 baseball hat. She said, well, you never even wore the hat. He said, well, it's on the dresser. I brought it to the house. He did. I agree with her that in a way it's over. Like,
oh yeah. Right now.
But I think he wants it back. It's like, you don't have it here. In reality, he's like, bring it back. Return it. Her mom knows. She spoke to her mom on the phone, and the mom was like, that is so tacky. Oh my God, I'm going to go tomorrow and put it in FedEx.
But did you agree with the mother?
That she should send it back right now?
No, that it was tacky that he was asking for it back. Because I don't think he asked for it back.
He didn't ask for it back, but she made it seem like he did, I think, to her mom.
Yes, absolutely. Haley and her twisted little self, because I feel like she's been let off really easily this season because of Stank Chris. Because all of the focus has been on him, but she has been an interesting character. Yes.
Stunk. Yeah, we're done with it.
From this bracelet, and where his hurt feelings was coming from is it was a wedding gift, and she ended up sending it home with her mother and never got it back. Like, she didn't wear it, she didn't ask for it back, and he's saying it's not even in the state, in this house. Like, you don't even care about it.
That could have been a hot tub in my backyard, and I spent $800, and you didn't even put it on. You didn't even know it was a bracelet.
Nothing. So he did end up putting the cap on her dresser because she was, they were at the therapist and talking about it. I think, weren't they? Were they at the therapist this time? They were talking about it. And that's why she was saying, you're not even validating his feelings that he's heard about the bracelet. She just, every time he says something, she's just on the defense. Like, she doesn't consider him at all. Even when it comes down to their date night, she arrives early to practice on the batting cages in order to beat him. And then starts making fun of him pretty much the whole time about what he's wearing to go batting, which, whatever, if that's what he's comfortable in, so be it. It was jeans and boots, his worn out boots, as Chris would say, who were crying.
It busted ass boots, but he is
superficial.
She's very superficial, though. I think so.
I think so. So then they go over to miniature golf, and she says she's going to let him win, but I feel like she was really getting frustrated that he was winning. And she even mentioned, so did you show up early to practice? And he starts laughing like, no. Like, I don't have time for all that. Where she is the one who tried to get the upper hand on him.
Well, in this episode, they went back to their childhoods. And he was saying how, his mom worked a lot. So they lived next to a miniature golf thing. And that's what him and his brother would do all day. So that's how he was able to smoke her
Mm-hmm.
on miniature golf. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
but
was pretty proud.
she has tournaments with her family, and she
Oh,
wins.
she lost. She lost that night.
Yes, she did. She's just very competitive in a not fun way.
Mm-mm.
Because that, like, I feel like Jake has been the kind of guy who's been picked on his whole life and is used to this treatment that he's getting from her.
Yeah.
And so he's just done with it. Like, I know what this is. I'm good.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'm done watching them. They're painful to watch too. I mean, they have to really finish things through. And I like how she brought up how when she was 4, she was a diva and she didn't get in the water during a swimming lesson, that she told her mom, she put out her towel and rather get a tan instead. And he brought out that she was a diva even back then. And she was
Mm-hmm.
kind of offended, but little
You
true.
brought it up. I like Jacob. I just, his personality, it
You
leaves
get
such a
it.
likable guy. Do
You
you know
get
what I
it.
mean?
You get personality.
I
I can
do.
see how if you don't get it, it will come off as dickish.
Oh, I don't think he's. Yeah,
No,
I
but
don't.
I see if you don't, because she doesn't get him.
Right, I agree. She
Guess she
does not
tries
get
to
him.
lure him in with her 80s attire.
So I think I'm looking forward to next week. I mean, this season's just dragging on. It's kind of the same thing each episode. So I hope some couple makes some type of good progress and we
Stop
see
talking
some
about being in
success.
love and stop talking about,
Drinking and
hanging
sleeping.
out with my family and drinking and sleeping with things that doesn't matter. Get to know each other because you don't have that long.
Right. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for listening tonight.
Be sure to check us out on all our social media at momstalkingshit.com. Thanks for the support, guys, and have a good night.
Welcome to Mom's Talking Podcast. It's Stacy. It's Tony.